Hi everyone, welcome to my channel My Pets and Me. Today's video, I'm doing a cage cleaning of my 3 hamsters cage. I'm telling you about cage cleaning for hamsters, specifically dwarf hamsters or Syrian hamsters. Well, I have 3 dwarf hamsters, Triceratops, Pudding and Pokey. Triceratops is a winter white hamster who's 1 year 3 months old. Pokey is a winter white hamster who's still small and little, and she's 4 years old. And Pudding is also a 4-year-old hamster who's a yellow pudding. The 3 of them are all females. And when I'm doing my hamster cages, I like to actually give them hideouts, 2 or 3 hideouts for one cage, because they like different places to hide. And I like to put nesting material in the hideout. You can use tissue paper or store-bought nesting material. And as for the wheel of the hamster cage, my hamsters Triceratops and Pudding, both of them don't run on their wheel, so I don't give them a wheel, and only Pokey has a wheel that she runs on every single night. Well, you're supposed to clean your hamster cage once every 1 to 2 weeks. You need a clean cage for your hamster so that they will not develop any bacterial infection from dirty bedding or any solid food that is left around. And it also prevents them from being ill, like having wet tail and other signs of illnesses as well that can develop if the place is not clean. As for the bedding depth, I recommend that you use around 3 inches deep of bedding depth. Actually, 1 inch to 3 inch is fine. The hamster likes to burrow, but you really don't want to put a lot of bedding into the hamster cage, as it's not very environmentally friendly. The bedding is quite expensive, the paper bedding that I use, and they also do not want to really burrow so deep into the bedding. Just a shallow bedding around 3 inches is fine. The cages that I use are 2 of them store-bought cages with wire railings that are 40 by 30 cm, and the cage of Pudding is a bean cage that I bought from IKEA, measuring 55 cm by 40 cm. These cages are suitable for hamsters. You wouldn't really want to give them such a big cage that I used to use for my hamsters. I realized that just like how someone who's staying alone in a big house is very cold and very unfeeling, the hamsters like a cozy small area for themselves as well. Too big a cage is not required. It's kind of difficult, and you have to know how to adjust to staying in a big house. If a small house is suitable with all the essential items that the hamster needs, that I'll show you later what I put in the cage, it's good enough for your hamsters. And giving them a small cage makes them run on their wheel more often, and it's also motivating to let them run around a hamster safe room daily if you just give them a small cage, so that they have an outing daily to run around the room. Well, the kind of cage I recommend actually is the wire cages with bars that the hamsters can exercise and climb on, or a bean cage which is transparent, somewhat translucent. And what I like to do to my bean cage, which is Pudding's home, is that I like to set by the side some scenery, like some potted plants and a little lamp for her, so that when she looks out her cage, she can see a nice scenery. This is a good idea to make your hamster's home feel very homely and welcoming to them. And I place my hamster cages on the floor or on a kayak shelf. It's okay to place your hamster cage either on a table or on the floor, but make sure that if the area that you're in is dangerous and has an earthquake, it's best to put it on the floor, and make sure that nothing can fall onto the cage or harm the hamster when a dangerous earthquake occurs. Okay, so let's get on with cleaning the hamster cage. I'll show you a time lapse of myself cleaning the hamster cage. you.